Kuno may 3 years. Yes, fuck you. Fuck you. Yes, some legal na out. Let's go. Oh my god. Real. Real. Huh? Oh my god. Huh. Okay, interesting, interesting. Yes. Yes.
The Weiqi pieces were scattered, but the guru remained calm. "It's getting late," he said gently to the woodcutter. "Shouldn't you be heading down the mountain?" As he glanced at the sky, the woodcutter was shocked to see how much time had passed. It couldn't have been more than 2 hours, he thought in disbelief. Feeling apologetic, he prepared to leave, worried that the guru would be annoyed with him. But when the woodcutter turned around, he nearly jumped out of his skin. The hermit guru, who had been playing Weiqi and drinking wine, was now gone. In his place lay a shattered Weiqi board and a heap of decaying bones. The woodcutter was so scared that he dropped his bamboo basket and ran down the mountain without even looking back. As he reached the mountain's base, he was hit with a stark realization. The quaint village he remembered had bloomed into a bustling town, with sturdy brick houses replacing the humble thatched cottages. And where his home once stood, only an empty wasteland remained. He noticed a date on the calendar that he had never seen before. In shock, he grabbed a passerby and urgently asked, "Excuse me, can you tell me the current date and time?" As he heard the answer, his legs went weak. Everything had changed. Time had passed, and his loved ones were gone. No one remembered him anymore.
So the woodcutter left Mount Firmament, but how is he still alive and kicking? With 100 years worth of time inside him, shouldn't he?
Your story, it's a bit far-fetched, don't you think? I mean, if I wasn't from Hangzhen, I might have fallen for it.
Well, that's the whole point. The truth is stranger than fiction, my friend. Every detail in that story is based on real events. Let me share with you the other legend of Mount Firmament. For deep within its sacred peaks lies a powerful secret. The secret of immortality. We all know that Mount Firmament is the abode of the Sentinel, gathering spiritual energies from both heaven and earth for countless eons. Over time, even the mountain itself has taken on the form of our majestic Sentinel. Living in the mountains for long stretches of time, surrounded by fresh air and drinking from nature's own bounty, can add years to one's lifespan. It all starts with that game of Weiqi, one that the woodcutter stumbled upon. Too bad those secrets have been long forgotten. Gather around now, people.
Janky.
Shh.
I'll see you there.
What's with the ruckus? Huh? What's that in your hands? Behold Hongzhen in its entirety, next to a ring and hanging eaves. When eternal snow thaw into flowing streams, let us reconvene. Oh, I see. I see I've got no clue at all. I get the very last part at least. She's asking you out. Well, that's a fancy way to write stuff. And now, this next sentence. Eternal snow thaw into streams. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, how did you manage to get all that hidden meaning? But the buildings in Hongzhen all look pretty much the same. Which one exactly was she talking about? Makes sense. Lead the way!
Huh? How did she disappear like that? Well, you've come next to a ring and hanging eave. It's on the northeast side of... Say, that person early... I can't help but feel envious. I wish I could speak to her like you did, but she refuses to do interviews with the Pioneer Association. Plus, as Master Swen Miao's disciple, she... Yeah, and she came all the way to Jinzhou to help out Magistrate Jinshi for the sake of peace in Huanglong. How could anyone not... I could have sworn I just...
What do you want? I've done nothing wrong. Huh? Oh, you're just asking for directions. Wait, if I were you, I'd steer clear of her. She's a deceitful woman who... Haven't you heard? She left her... I heard she chose to quit her job. But I bet she messed up. Then I guess you've also been fooled by her looks. That woman will stop... Hey, wait a minute. Has she actually achieved anything substantial during her time in... I say, I heard she tricked that VIP guest of Jinzhou into going to Mount Fir... She must have been afraid of him getting too close. I hope you don't mind my frankness. Just... Oh, shoot. I completely forgot about something.
Uh,
What can I help you with? When snow thaw into streams? You're not from around here, I bet. When we say that in Hangzhen, we mean the Shichen of Wei. Early afternoon, the warmest hours of a day. Legend, people say it was once a stunning sight, with mist and ice flowing west. Oh, please, I'm only repeating what I've heard from him. He's been on a roll with his stories lately. Not that I don't want to believe them, but... Oh, you were listening to one of his stories earlier too, right? Really? Grandpa Zhou's great-grandfather was a descendant of... People in town are curious about the outside world and how they are perceived. It's funny to hear outsiders describe my hometown, Hangzhen, as mysterious. Especially lately, with so many people from Jinzhou coming on some kind of expedition. Time truly is a for...
Hey, why are the people here so divided about Changli? You humans make everything so complicated. Well, at least now we know what she wanted to say. No, that's much easier to understand. Why does she have to make it a whole riddle? I'm getting sleepy again.
Rover? Nice to see you again. How are you liking Hongzhen so far? The crisis at Mount Firmament has been resolved, and the waterway between Jinzhou and Hongzhen is open once again. With the chaos subsiding, our town and city are now reconnected. We owe you a debt of gratitude, Rover, for your efforts in clearing the remaining effects of temporal disruptions in Mount Firmament over the past few days. We're all indebted to you, Hongzhen and its people alike. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate. I couldn't help but notice you've been asking around.
Xing Yi and Chun Li have a mutual trust as acquaintances. It should be fine to ask Xing Yi instead.
I see. That sounds like something Changli would do. Even though we're not that close, I know a bit about her personality. She wouldn't just hand over something that symbolizes... I think it would be better for her to tell you personally. The magistrate's counselor is shrouded in mystery. When she wants something done, it's never as straightforward as it seems. And few can grasp the true meaning behind her plan. The rumors and controversies surrounding her never cease. However, I believe one has to get involved personally to truly understand Changli's intentions, regardless of public. About the riddle. But remember, it's not just about the answer, but also what she wants you to understand. Then, if you'll excuse me, if there's anything else you need here in Hongzhen, please.
Yung isang tuloy. Ada tapi gua mainnya buat story sih ya gimana lagi. Not, not good. No, Winery Waves new update basically. Yeah, kinda like Genshin Impact, but with better gacha system. Oh my god, where the fuck is it? Jesus fucking Christ. Man! My god. Oh my god. And that's it. I'm searching YouTube. Google mushrooms. My name is Winery Waves. What's the place? Aish. Finally.
A ring, she wrote. Should be this ring shape.
Wow! It's really huge now that we look at
Playing
it.
Telltale games and there's a
Next,
scene like
hanging
it's called
eaves.
Guilty.
If we look from here,
It does look
I have
quiet.
no idea.
Should
Go
be a
Guilty
nice-
or something.
that must be the I'll-
That shit. Oh, what game are you playing anyways? Ace Attorney? Nah, that's Capcom. That's not Telltale. Gak ada duit bang, lu beliin lah buat gua anjir di MC5 baru gua mainin.
Apologies for my delay. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Oh? And what makes you think so?
those tokens from Jinshi. It was your idea. Was it not?
So, you've guessed it. Sorry, Rover. Jinzhou faced multiple threats back then, and we had to be cautious. We did not intend to inconvenience you. I regret our lack of hospitality. Still, I owe you an apology in person. This time, I just wanted to see you. The brilliant mind that always understood my unspoken words. I am very grateful you decided to come. Apologies for giving you that impression, Rover. That's not how we treat our saviors. I merely have a few questions, and I was wondering if you may have the answers. Does this game of Weiqi look familiar to you,
Kasi
Rover?
kakadya soalnya first system, gak bisa memuat kalau memuat lo harus. Maksudnya downgrade gampang lah. Lu ini lewat Steam apa ya? Pokoknya ada settingannya
Apologies.
RE
I heard about your memory
23
loss.
juga kayak gitu.
Please,
Lo harus
pardon me.
downgrade dulu baru bisa modding.
There is a local tale about the secret of immortality being hidden on Mount Firmament. Yes, I have a slightly different version of this tale to share. Centuries ago, a Taoist cultivator met an enigmatic visitor on Mount Firmament. Despite their age difference, they soon became friends and often played Weiqi together. One day, a woodcutter stumbled upon them, having lost his way home. Their game mesmerized him so much that he didn't notice the red tie on his basket, rotting away. Panicked, he bumped into the Weiqi board. Despite the interruption, the visitor remained unfazed. They offered the woodcutter some tea, then guided him down the mountain, shielding him from dangerous temporal disruptions. After that, the visitor disappeared. Many years later, the Taoist cultivator became a legendary hermit guru. Upon returning to Mount Firmament in his final years, he reunited with that elusive visitor. The two resumed their unfinished game. People believe the visitor shared their secret of immortality through cleverly placed Weiqi pieces as a final parting gift. Yes and no. This game is missing the final 20 moves. It is unfinished. That was a bit different from what you heard before, I guess. The story changed over time, infused with fantasy in each retelling. But that's how old tales go, slowly losing their truth as they're passed down. Precisely. The legend may be shrouded in myth, but that game of Weiqi was real. Embedded within its records lies a cryptic message. This game record can solve the crisis of time. From what I know, only the Sentinel in its prime has the power to manipulate time through its possession of a complete temporal mandate. For us mere mortals, controlling time is indeed similar to gaining immortality. As the records state, it only reveals itself when Mount Firmament emerges. But how it ties to the temporal mandate remains an enigma, at least for now. If that is the case, we'll be able to heal the Sentinel's wounds. But our chances are looking slim. That game record could just hold my teacher's memories, not any real value. So I am presenting this as merely a personal request. I am planning to go find that record. Could you please join me? As we have been to Mount Firmament before, I imagined it would pique your interest, as the tale concerns our sentinel. And, moreover, you are special to me, and to Mount Firmament. I hope I have provided enough reasons to clear your doubts. I asked you about the unfinished Weiqi game, because I believe it may have something to do. Yes. After all, it takes two to play Weiqi. Splendid. Very well. Let's meet on the gallery road outside Hongzhen. I still have some preparations to do. Please, go ahead. I'll join you later. Rover, you're here. Well, as the Wayfinder, I do know a couple shortcuts. The notes only provided a vague idea of where the game record is. I've determined the most likely location on my last visit. We'll be heading there. See if we can find anything new. After dealing with those artificers, I ruled out the other locations on my way to join you. But one can only do so much alone. This is why I need your help. How that...
Chun-Li? What is it?
Nothing, Rover. I just thought... the snow is... You seem curious about that ancient structure.
It looks familiar. Like the abandoned Court of Savante facility I saw, but bigger in scale.
I heard it first appeared along with our sentinel. Later, every winter, my hometown buzzed as people left their mark in the fresh snow, hoping for dreams to come true when it melted.
Did you try it too, Chun-Li?
No. I only watched from afar. We can see the whole of Hongzhen from here. I never noticed how beautiful it looked during my previous visits. It's the same place as always. I suppose it's my state of mind that has changed. I don't know. Maybe it's because...
Wait! I smell tacit discords in that cave. No, there's more. Tacit discords, humans, and... smells like a whole bunch of messed up frequencies. Ugh, it's so... familiar. Come on! After all we've been through, you still don't trust my sniffer? Huh! Be grateful. I'm giving you a warning.
Rover? Did something happen? It's in the same direction we're going. Could it be?
Ako bakit?
Signs of climbing. Someone.
Get away from me! I can't hold up much longer. Help! Help! Thank goodness!
Please stand back.
Thanks for your help. I'm okay. Wait. You?
Halo juga bang.
Are you?
Capek banget dah.
You're that hero who fought against the Stronodian. And you also resolved a time crisis here with Madam Magistrate. Everyone's been talking about you. And Lady Chong-Li. I never thought I'd have the chance to see you in person. Without your help, I'd have been a goner for sure. I can't die here. Not when I've got someone waiting for me. I finally found it. After all this time. Ugh.
While we've solved the crisis in Mount Firmament for the time being, public access to the mountain is still restricted. Before entering the mountain, any explorer must submit a request and can only do so while accompanied by the Midnight Rangers. Sir, could you please share your reasons for traveling here alone?
I heard about Mount Firmament's legend, so I came to find its secret. I've only been in the mountain for half a day. Everything was going smoothly before those monsters pounced on me on my way back. I must get back. Fooling. She's still waiting for me.
It seems he is still hiding some. He needs to go back to Hongjian for proper medical attention. Indeed. Tacit discords appearing in such numbers on Mount Firmament of all places. We can continue our conversation later. On that note, we still don't know his identity. Judging from then perhaps that someone is in Hongjian. Good point, Rover. Let's head back.
Isn't that Wu Li? Not really. He showed up in town and started asking weird questions to all the older folks.
The secret?
Oh, he really went up the mountain, didn't?
No.
Sir.
I'm not sure. There are lots of other...
His companions? His gear, though? These are last year's designs. Yoning's just up ahead. Whoa! How may I help you today, Lady Chun-Li?
We found him on Mount Firmament. Do you know where his companions might...
Isn't this Wu Li? What happened? He's one of the Pioneer Association. I remember, he went on sabbatical months ago. Yes, Fu Ling, his girlfriend. Oh, Fu Ling... Speaking of... Is he...
No, I'm not going.
Don't worry.
for me. Wooly?
Breathe.
Thank you. I'm okay now. Who are you? And Wooly, is he? Yes, I am. Can you please tell me what happened?
Fooling!
Wooly, you're hurt. I've been looking for you. You didn't pick up my call.
Great news! I found a way to slow down your illness. No more pain, my love. We can finally be together. Forever.
You mean that?
Fooling.
No, I am. I'm so glad to hear it.
Yes.
Wooly! Thank you, Rover, Lady Chungli. May I please ask one? So, he said he only...
Was that...
No. It's not unusual for Wooly to be out of touch for a few days when he goes on long trips. Wooly, he did it for me. I used to work as a landscape painter. Wooly and I met through work, and we traveled to many places together. A few months ago, I got really sick. It affected my ability to walk, which got worse over time. Despite his efforts, we couldn't find any cures. Until 2 weeks ago, I thought it was just going to be a relaxing trip. But he disappeared for 7 days, and now he's back.
Mount Firmament's
Yes. Wooly told me that he's researched and found it cannot fully cure me. At first I thought it was just a myth, but that those were my thoughts as well. But Wooly seemed very certain.
Mount Firmament used to have temporal disruptions caused by its tumultuous history. However, so there are still unaddressed temporal disruptions in the mountains. And little did he know it would only put him in more danger.
So that's why there were rumors of rangers being here to take care of... Then... Rover, Lady Chungli.
He truly thinks it's the only way to...
Freezing my own time. I don't think I should do that. It's not my best option. I appreciate your concerns, but I'll be fine. Dreams always come to an end. Eventually, we have to wake up. I'm okay. I haven't talked this much in a long... I'm just a little tired. Once Wooly wake...
If you have any other idea, but if you keep it all to yourself...
Yes.
Rover, things are taking a turn.
Roll for me.
Angel, lihat deh. Deh. Kupingnya tuh. Gak bisa, kalau bisa mah udah. Tuh ada bunyi lagi cuma juga. Oh.
Going against wind.
What brings you here at this time of the day? I see. Strange appearances. There are several questionable
What do you make of Fuling's words from earlier? He claimed to have spent only half a day in the mountains, but it's been 7 days since he returned to Hongzhen. That does sound like some kind of temporal disruption, one that wasn't strong enough to affect Hongzhen. After Jinshi's battle with the Sentinel, she ordered Midnight Rangers to patrol Hongzhen and inspect Rover, you've been exploring the mountains lately, so I'm sure you have a good grasp on Mount Firmament. But if there are any hidden disruptions we missed... Precisely. Yet, why did it reappear? Fu Ling's legend differs from the situation at Mount Firmament we're familiar with. He was utterly convinced of his discovery, and he somehow managed to run into temporal lies that are most challenging to detect aren't usually outright falsehoods. Rather, they hide parts of the truth. The explorer wanted to save his... I've become rather curious about the truth behind this temporal disruption. Did you notice something, Rover? For someone with a terminal illness, maybe she's come to terms with her destiny. Or...
Changli?
Well, please pardon my baseless speculations. I knew you'd notice too. The frequency disturbance here is weak. It's similar to past temporal Master Xuanmiao's records show that this is where the game record last appeared. This is also where we found that explorer.
As Changli mentioned, this anomaly may indeed have something to do with that legendary game record.
Exactly. If this were... The explorer did not tell us about his... But his knowledge of Mount Firmament far exceeds that of a first-time...
You mean... Got it. The Midnight Rangers will block all entrances to the mountain for now. And Changli?
We left Mount Firmament in a hurry. I need to go back. We're still unsure about the exact location and range of the temporal disruption. Regardless, its reappearance is a pressing issue that needs our attention. It may get dangerous. Well then, thank you, Rover.
Thank you again for your help. You were supposed to be here for a relaxing time. Do take extra caution.
Now it has become quite clear what the two were thinking. Fu Ling has come to terms with her impending death. She doesn't buy it. If Wu Li wants to reach that so-called paradise, that is not what she wants for him. Her ultimate desire is for her lover to embrace her inevitable passing and to realize the joint aspiration. She hasn't given up, but rather clings to hope for their future, even if she won't be there to see it. Why the sudden question? Is that how you see me? Perhaps, for some, Death is just a destination. Let's stay focused on the issue. While the diary is cryptic, it still exposes the true intentions of whoever. It's no coincidence. All the clues point to a correlation between the temporal disruption. Yes, information on the actual powers of Jue. I guess they went to great lengths just to lead us. According to the information in the place we're looking. Is that?
The chaotic temporal disruptions are even clearer to see. Traces of excavation on the ground.
The abnormal time flow here is most likely.
Marvelous play. Never had I imagined I'd experience such a great game of Weiqi on Mount Firmament. Please, no need to be so...
This is my master's voice. Who do you think the other person looks like?
It has been decades since last we met, but you, my friend, still look the same. Well, turns out I had already met you, so you remember a new city is about to be established. I may have spoken out of turn. Well played. Every move in Weiqi is fluid, and my clan are Oh, but you, my friend... Oh, please don't feel sad for me. If I die, it would be an honor to... When the time comes, I'll do my plan. There's no need for concern with the results of this. The road ahead is long.
You've come this far and followed us here.
Don't assume you'll always be in control, Chun-Li.
Our friendly chat is over. It's time to say goodbye.
Safety is certain.
Still not giving up yet, Chun-Li. We know more than that unfinished game. We are well aware of the price you have paid. You're dangling at the end of your rope. Your unwitting trail has led us straight to our target.
Oh, is that so?
The Sonorosphere is open! Sorry, but you're Jue's formidable time-bending ability.
Do you really want to chase after this legend when you don't even...
So what? Anyway, Rover, you are indeed very special, as the Excellency foretold.
Unfamiliar space. No sign of the Fraxidus. Chun-Li's nowhere to be...
No! Don't come any closer! I'm fine. It's my forte. I'm used to it. You... stay away from me. Oh, you'll get burned. This village was attacked by tacit discords. There's nothing left. Why did you come here? No one but the exiles are willing to stay here now. Chun-Li? Who's that? I'm the only one here. Besides the tacit discords. When I'm here, no one's afraid of me, and I won't hurt anyone. Anyway, you should hurry up and leave. It's not safe for you to be here.
Mirages in a Sonorosphere shouldn't be able to hold a conversation like this.
Huh? Why did you stop talking? Are you lost? I can take you somewhere safe. I know a shortcut that leads to a safer village. Thank you. Was there something like this here before?
These mechanisms, they need to be unlocked from both sides at once.
Okay, let's each handle one side. I'll go over there. It's open! We'll be safe once we get out of here. This place seems a bit different from what I remember.
Nowhere to hide. Set.
These are... Why? There weren't any of them here before. Don't worry. My forte is strong. I will get... Discords! Watch out!
Do it while you're the
Vanille! Ready for battle. Fear no more.
You... Why did... Oh, don't worry. I won't hold you back. The village I lived in, they hid me in a safe basement. When I came out... Now, I must get to somewhere safe. Okay.
Emergencies.
There's a piece of... If I had arrived sooner... Dry rash. Huh. Are you hungry? You can have these.
Extra supplies.
More tacit discords. I'll handle them.
Okay. Life is in everything.
Is this?
Yes. And the...
Remnants of the past.
It might look kind of scary, but of course. I'm a resonator too, you know. Nothing's brighter and warmer than fire. It can burn away the cold and drive away monsters. That's big. The resonator who taught me about my forte said... They also said a lot of things I couldn't understand. But if I don't use my forte, I'd get eaten. What's the point of living a longer life if I can't even survive? I want to live. I want to have good control of my power and then... And then, yes. According to the village teacher, that means... But I've still got lots to learn. Thank you. I want to become as strong as you. What a strange place. It's supposed to look familiar, but there are so many things I've never seen before. This door... I don't know why, but I keep getting the feeling that I've been here before. It's so weird. Well, let's look around. Maybe we'll find something.
This is...
A mirage of the past. This place. It looks familiar, too. These are my memories, recreated inside this sonorosphere. As I stepped inside, both Rover and the Fraxidus, a sonorosphere affected by temporal... Did he do this to mislead? I should be careful. Whatever the case.
I'm starving. Oh, this thing. Oh. If I burn it a bit with my fire, I can eat it, I guess.
Make it fast.
I can do it.
Yes. Back then, I didn't know how to control my flames. I could only brute force my way out of it. My body was always covered in flames.
Take full.
My blade jammed. Mine eye. Sever! Be reduced to cinders.
Blue! Mommy! Photosynthesis.
Together we vanish. Feathers and
Take full.
Make it fast. Oh, look, shine. This place. This is where Master once lived in seclusion. The spaces.
Please, wait.
My dear,
I am...
you misunderstood my intentions when I sought shelter.
But you told me.
Well now,
I've heard Master Xuanmiao is a wise hermit guru who helps people. Can you... I want to live. Learn to control...
do you know?
I think it means... I'm a resonator too. I have a strong forte. Look!
Is this flame manipulation? Such a fearful power. If not used wisely, it may engulf you in return. Without proper guidance, you will eventually be reduced to ashes. Alas, perhaps this is fate. I can teach you how to control your power, but in this world of ups and downs, relying solely on brute, if you long for a peaceful and prosperous world, you must utilize your own intellect to choose. Come over, child. You bear the powers of flame manipulation, a phoenix born from fire, one that shall bring peace to this world. From this day on, your name will be Chung-Li.
Do you have to go?
My time in this world is up, my child.
Are you going to a dangerous place alone? Why can't I go with you?
Oh, it's not your turn to go there yet, Chung-Li. You are a very gifted child, but the price you pay for forcefully employing your forte can never be erased. Oh, your lifespan is doomed to be much shorter than that of ordinary.
Yes, I understand.
Remember what I have taught you. Ponder carefully, plan meticulously.
Chung-Li will remember your teachings by heart, Master. But Master,
When the time comes, you need only use your wisdom. He is the only one this way.
I believe this Weiqi Lord, the end of this Sonaro sphere. I guess this is another riddle from my master.
Honestly, yes, bro. What do you have in mind?
I think I'm remembering something,
Bro,
but it's all just a blur. I can't make out any. I've been looking for something. I don't know. I just remember that it's very, very important. Something that can change the world. But I'm starting to wonder why I'm even here. Everything looks so different from what I remember. And why do you look so familiar? We've never met before.
We might be able to open that door with it. What will we find behind that door?
Yeah. I hope so.
those little flowers growing inside?
A scheme be grander than naught. Vanquish malevolence in its nascent guise.
Master?
Chung Li, you have done well. Now that you have found the answers you seek, it is time to begin your journey. From this moment on, the choices you make and the plans you lay out, they will all lead to that future.
Chung-Li.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
This place! It's a trap! They played us!
One with the sounds. None shall whisper.
Ready for battle.
Mind on. Luminous energy.
My blade
Break! Fear no more.
Bloom.
perish in flames. Sever. Take form. Be reduced to cinders.
Leave it to me.
One with the sounds.
Don't repeat the song.
Notice an imitation.
My blade yearns. Take form. Don't worry. This game is almost over. Can you feel it? It's warm. Doesn't hurt at all. See?
It's so beautiful. Wooly, this is the miracle we've been waiting to see. It's hope, reborn after destruction.
Fooling.
It's over.
Did you find what you were looking for? Thank you for your help. The Midnight Rangers have successfully apprehended all remaining Fraxidus members in the mountains. And I lost all contact with you during this whole time. Temporal disruption hidden inside a sonorosphere. It makes sense now why I never thought the solution would be to burn down the entire sonorosphere from the ins. You went too far back there, Changli.
I know my limits.
Rover. Lady Changli.
Wooly is fine now, thanks to his doctor's help. As for me, well, at least I can still walk a bit. After all, it's been almost 5 days.
I never properly thanked you for bringing me back to Hongzhen.
No need for... The Fraxidus had their eyes on the same thing we did.
We will never forget how you saved us.
As for the truth behind this, I had a gut feeling it would turn out to be a disappointment. But this isn't the first time this has happened. Let's just call it another adventure. I've talked about it with Fooling.
Until the day when I can no longer hold a pen. I've already talked to my eventual departure may be unavoidable, but I want to give it my all until the very end.
I know you've already looked past death. But remember, there are people who care about you.
Yes, I understand. We could stay together a little.
Of course.
It's not time to be sad yet, is it? I've compiled a list of renowned doctors in Huanglong.
Lady Changli.
No, if you're feeling generous and want to repay me, I hope to see Fuling's work in the next issue of Artist. Everyone's been missing seeing their favorite landscape artists work lately. Are you surprised? Well, now that the situation has been resolved, you should return to Hong. After going through so much, you must be exhausted, Rover. Me? Well, I think Well, it wouldn't hurt to have a little more faith in me.
It's getting late. Maybe we should wait until we get back to discuss anything else.
2 days have passed since Chung Li told me that she and Xing Yi would handle the aftermath. I wonder how she's doing.
Are you worried? Let's just go ask her then.
Might as well. Chung Li can be difficult to find. Let's go ask Xing Yi first.
Greetings. We're almost done dealing with the aftermath of the previous incident. They wanted to get their hands on the temporal program from the legend of the Wei Qi game. Chang Li recounted to us that a Fraxidus overseer had entered the Sonora sphere. I've put together a thorough report for City Hall. We parted 2 days ago on the... Perhaps she's just taking some time to rest and recover. Chang Li knew you'd be... Meet her at the pavilion on Mount... She also said...
You're wide open.
How are you feeling, Rover? Well rested, I hope. Aw, can't you see I'm perfectly fine, sitting right in front of you? Don't worry, Rover. We're only having a casual conversation today. Nothing taxing. Besides, you only agreed to join me here for more questions, right? Oh, sure. Ask away. It all started a century ago. During a TD outbreak, my master was rescued by that individual. After searching for several years, he finally met that person on Mount Firmament again. At first, I thought my master meant the game record held actual information. And lastly, the secret of immortality. It's most likely just the woodcutter's own spin on the tale. Sure, ask away. My master and the mysterious visitor had set a trap with the Sonarosphere, using the Weiqi game as a guise. They hid it with the Court of Cervantes' chronosorters, and it would only... Despite the Sentinel and Mount Firmament being saved, the Fraxidus would not go down without pure coincidence or the calculated... The Sentinel was already damaged when it arrived here. My master had foreseen the disasters that would befall Mount Firmament, so he created this mechanism as a precautionary measure. The Sonarosphere would devour all who attempted to enter, unless they knew the solution to that puzzle. Precisely. The only way to escape was by burning the Sonarosphere without hurting anyone inside. It required masterful control of Forte. Thinking back, it was probably his ultimate test for me. That was his first goal. Before leaving, Master entrusted me with a mission to find that individual, the one who played Weiqi with... After my master's passing, he would be the only one who could control the Sonarosphere. By now, you should know who he is. Yes. That's why you needed me as your wayfinder. And from the moment you arrived in Jinzhou, I had... And finally... Sure, ask away. Indeed, those memories... Yes, that's all in the past. Just a little homeless girl with no name. I never thought we could make new memories in the Sonarosphere, where only the past repeats itself. A moment of companionship and protection meant everything to me. I can sense your unspoken question. Did I sacrifice... What I told you there was true, but I've grown and gained control over my power. Also, if you really are the legendary person, we mortals come and go. Our lives are full of meetings and goodbye. I see. Perhaps this is why it's so hard to leave this beautiful... Then, would you be willing to finish that game of Weiqi with me instead? The young orphan girl carried on. Everywhere she looked, tragedies rampant. As lament engulfed the globe, a world torn by monsters, filled with homeless souls. With her own blood as fire, she drove away the cold. And her master said, "In this tumultuous world, lives are fragile as mayflies." She couldn't exhaust herself to save those before her. But she must endure to ignite a brighter tomorrow. She wielded her wits to evade harm, treading on knives with care. Alone, yet maturing through stumbles. Later on, she became someone else's teacher. She taught the future leader this: to guide conscience and secure prosperity for the people, to continue lost teachings of past sages and establish peace for all. I will be the torchbearer, for one person can't rid the world of chaos alone. One day, a future of prosperity and lasting peace will arrive.
How did
In flames. Take full. Feathers incinerate.
I got your back.
Who's the caged bird now?